Hey there, welcome back to this playlist on Tosca tips and tricks. Here we cut through complexity, level up Tosca automation skills, and we solve some real world problems in a matter of few minutes. Now, in a real world scenario, the test cases which you have developed in Tosca should look fine when they are executing properly. But what if they are quietly sabotaging your automation in the background? Which means you could have false positives, there could be more maintenance, or there could be redundant steps. So today I'm going to show you a hidden tool inside Tosca, which will expose the weak spots before they cost you time, effort, and money. Now, if we look at any Tosca repository, they are full of different artifacts, which mostly will be harmless, but actually they will increase your maintenance overload. And that is where the Tosca Health Check add-on helps you. It scans your complete workspace. It flags those troublemakers before they spiral out of your control. So what you will need in order to work with this Tosca Health Check tool, well, you will require a full Tosca workspace. You cannot use a synced or a slim version of the workspace. You will require a machine where your scan can run on Tosca. It could be a VM, uh, and a free account on the Tricentis Transformation Toolkit portal. So you can just go to this URL ctma.tricentis.com and sign up for free, and that should give you a DLL which you can then install in your Tosca machine, and you can run this health check. So how it works? Once you get the DLL, you put it into your Tosca Commander folder, and then you run your health check, and then it will give you a complete report showing exactly which modules, test cases, or components need your attention. So let's jump right into it, and let's create an account in the Tricentis transformation portal, and then we will install the DLL, and we will see how we can run this health check on our workspace and produce the report. So this is the Tricentis transformation portal, and here if you have an account, you can directly log in with your email and password if you have already registered. If not, you can also create your own account. So I'm gonna do that quickly here. And we are going to register here. So we will receive an email and with a link to confirm your email address. If you don't see that email in your inbox, go to the spam or junk email box. So I'm going to do this in the background, and if you are following along in this video, then you should do the same. Now, once you confirm your email address, it will also give an option to set your new password, which I have already done. So I'm going to go back to this particular URL and check if my account is now active, so I can go ahead and sign in with the password which I have created. So I'm going to do that. So as you can see now, I have logged in into this portal, and it will also give me a dashboard tour if I want. So this is how your dashboard will look like. You can also run through this video on what is this assessment about, and how it talks about all the different things which your team should do in order to keep your workspace clean, efficient, and with less maintenance. As you can see, there are a couple of different options here. So we have got the value dashboard, we have got the health checks, and we have got some product adoption. Okay, so I will not go through these videos. You can go through them once you have your account. But once we run the health checks, then it will be populated right here. Now, the next step in this process is to download the DLL. Now, once you go into this health checks on the right hand top bar, you will see that there is an option to download Transformation Toolkit add-on DLL. So I'm going to download this, and it will be a zip file. So we need to unzip this file. I'm going to extract this. And once you do that, you will see it has got some health check rules, it has got a DLL, and it has got some JSON files. Now, the next step which we have to perform is to copy this DLL and JSON files, which will enable us to look at these options from the Tosca Commander. So we are going to copy these files into the Tosca Commander installation folder. Now, by default, it will be under C program files, but for me, I have changed that path, so it is under D folder, but you can always find your Tosca Commander installation folder under C program files. So once you come back here, this is the path you can see, and this is where I'm going to paste this particular files. I would require admin permissions if you're not an admin user. Now the next step which we have to do is we have to right click on the transformation toolkit DLL and go to properties, and here you will see there is a security option. So we have to unblock this and click on apply. It will ask for admin permissions. Once it's applied, you won't see this particular option here. Now it's very important you do this. Without this, it will not work. Now, the other files which we have copied, which are basically the JSON files. Okay. Now we can always go ahead and modify these files. So for health check, it is the ttk health check config.json. And if you open that file, you can enable and disable the rules based on your requirements. So you can completely enable a particular rule or you can completely disable a particular rule. So if I go ahead and open this health check, you will see there is a long list of rules here. And if I want to disable them, well, I can just change the value here to true. Okay, and then this will disable this particular rule. Now, if you look back at your folder, they have also provided you with a PDF of all the rules which are part of this health check. As you can see, it has got rules on UI engine, on classic modules, on buffers, on test cases, and there's long list. So you can go through this and you can compare it with your project, and you can then decide which you want to enable and which you want to disable. I'm going to go with the default rules which are set. And now we are going into the next step, which is to open Tosca Commander. And then it will load that particular config and the DLL, and it will give us the option to run this health check from our commander. Now, if you are on a single user workspace, you don't need to check out the project, but if you are in a multi-user workspace, then you might have to check out that particular root folder or project, and you have to log in with an admin user. So I'm going to go with the single user workspace, and it should allow me to run the health check on this particular project. So for this, to see the option, you have to right click on the root project. You can also do it on a component folder if you want to just run on a component level, but you can also run it on a project level. Now, when you right click, you will see this option, Transformation Toolkit, and you will see two options, Value Analysis and Run Health Check. In this video, we'll look at the Run Health Check. Maybe in another video, I will show you what is value analysis and what it will give you. So I'm going to run this health check. It is asking me for the toolkit portal credentials, because the report will be, by default, it will be exported to this particular portal where we can see that. We can also run it in the local, but the portal is the best option. So what I will do is I'm going to enter the credentials which I have logged in with. And now you can see in the bottom bar, it is performing some checks. It is running all the rules. And finally, it will export it into a proper report where you can have a view of all the rules being executed, what changes you want to do, which areas need more attention, and everything. This could be helpful as an automation tester. It could also be helpful for a test manager or even the management on a proper view of your complete project and how the health of that particular project looks like. So I can go ahead and open the report. I can even go directly to that particular health check report from my dashboard. And here you can see it is giving me a brief summary. So these are the high impact rules which it has run. And there are three particular columns: exceed threshold, then within threshold, and no issues identified. Okay, so as you can see, most of my rules are running fine. Some rules are exceeding the threshold and it needs attention. If I click here, it will also give me the list of modules where I'm exceeding the threshold, which means I'm not doing it properly, basically, right? So here you can see the objects reviewed. These are the identified objects and these are the results. I can even go ahead and download the result details. So these are the modules, and then it will also be showing us the requirements. It will be showing us the test case design, the test cases which require our attention, and then the execution folder, the users, the structure. So it tells us everything. Okay. Now, if I go into any particular rule which has failed and it needs my attention, you can see here this result exceeds the set threshold, and we can always change this threshold based on our project, right? And if I go into this, it will give me the complete details. Okay, what does this rule check for? So it checks for the test case that contain no steps that verify. Every test case should contain at least one verification point. It's very important. It's one of the most important steps in your test case. So what should I be doing? Well, at least one verification point, I should add it into the test case. And this is the TQL query, which is actually running and giving us this result. And I can even see some charts and records here. Okay, I can even download this individually and share it with the team so that they can work on this. So it is a very good report at a very high level for the management. It also drills down into the details and the actions which the team needs to perform in order to make this more efficient and everything meeting the expectations or thresholds set by the project or the team. So that's all for this particular video where we run through the Tosca Health Check tool, which will give you a very comprehensive report about your Tosca project health check based on the rules which you have set and the thresholds which you have set. And it will come up with a lot of different actions which will actually improve your workspace by a notch. So thanks for watching this video. If you're serious about scaling your Tosca automation without drowning into maintenance, then hit that like, subscribe, and also drop a comment with your biggest Tosca pain point. I will try to cover it in the upcoming videos.